Romanticizing your life is really creating space and ways for you to really make the most of every little moment and enjoy every little moment. And life has so many demands for us. Life is so serious sometimes that we need to make sure that we're enjoying it as we go. Because if all you do is dread and stress and don't really enjoy your life as a whole, then what's the point? So I've been on this journey to find ways to romanticize my life, and I thought I could share it with you guys. I thought I could give you the things that have really helped me. I'm gonna give you 3 different ways for you to romanticize your life. These are things that I've been doing, I've been trying it out, and I honestly know that it has shifted a lot in my life. I found more joy in the little moments. I find more joy in the mundane because I've been able to really look at life in this way and add these little things. The first way for you to romanticize your life is shifting your mindset from I have to I get to. And this is a huge mindset shift because a lot of the things in life we do because they're necessary. For example, going to work and cooking and cleaning and taking care of other people, your family. If you have children or pets, we say, I have to do it. I have to clean. I have to go to work. I have to take care of my kids. I have to take care of my pets. I have to. And we have all these I have to's in life because they're very important to us. But if you really sit down and think about it, you don't have to do any of that. You don't. Some people don't do it. Not everyone takes care of their pets. Some people have pets, they don't take care of them. Some people have a job, they barely show up to it. I was thinking about this and realized that all these things are things that we impose on ourselves as important. We determine what is important, what is I have to, what is necessary. And you may argue and say that I have to go to work, because I need to have a job and I need to pay my bills. You're choosing to have those bills. You're choosing to have that kind of life. When you see it as a choice, you're able to shift your mindset a little better from I have to I get to. I get to go to work because I want to have a nice home, or I want to have money so I can pay these bills, the lights and the water, so that I can live in a comfortable home. I want to. As humans, we love having choices. There's no time in history where you see humans loving not having a choice. That's part of our freedom, part of who we are. When we make life seems like a huge obligation, all we do is work. All we do is just all these responsibilities. There's no fun in life. When we do all the have tos, we just don't feel like it's a choice. Shifting our mindset from I have to I get to really changes the game, and it brings more joy back into your life. And that's what romanticizing a life really is really finding the joy in every day. How do I shift my mindset about a job that I may or may not like, but I say I get to have this job because this job is helping me pay for my bills. It may be temporary. I'm probably gonna leave soon, but I get to have this job, and I want to have this job because it's doing X, Y, and Z for me. Number 2 is stop being in a rush. Stop rushing life. Stop rushing the moment. Stop creating a sense of urgency that does not need to be there. There's times for you to have a sense of urgency when you have to get something done, when something is urgent. And a lot of the times, a whole lot of things are not urgent. Things may be important, but they're not urgent. And I think sometimes we get those two things mixed up. When I say stop rushing, I mean slow down, literally slow down in almost everything. How can you make your life a little bit slower? If you think about it, there's nothing enjoyable about rushing. Like, have you ever loved it when someone is rushing you? Have you ever loved it when you're rushing through something like a project, an essay for school? A lot of accidents and mistakes happen when we're rushing through life. Rushing takes away from enjoying the moment. It takes away from really seeing life and getting to really absorb it. Rushing doesn't give you time to stop and smell the roses of life. And when I say roses, I mean the roses that you have planted in your life, the good, the abundance. Rushing does not allow you to do that. I want you to start trying to slow down. And for me, a way that I've been trying to slow down, especially in the morning, is to get up earlier. And I know that this is a huge thing a lot of us want to do, is get up earlier. But I would say start with 1 to 5 minutes. I started getting up 5 minutes earlier. Now I'm getting up 30 minutes earlier. I just added 5 minutes every single week. I'm getting up way earlier than I did. And all it took was just a tiny little habit that I added. Slowing down makes a huge difference. And for me, slowing down in the morning, not being in a rush, not having the anxiety of picking my clothes and rushing out the door and driving and fighting through traffic so I'm not late to work. Just getting up 5 minutes earlier compounds and it adds more time to your day. Maybe for you, it's during work. Maybe you're rushing through your tasks, or maybe you feel like you don't have enough time. Maybe you feel like you have to rush because you don't want to miss out, or maybe you feel the pressure of work, so you rush so that you don't make any mistakes, or you rush that so you impress your boss, or that your boss is really strict. Whatever that thing is for you, just take a moment. I think for me, it's way better that I slow down than if I rush and make mistakes and having to go back and do something again, especially at work. And I've realized this for me, my work is very detail oriented. 9 times out of 10, when I rush through something, I come back and there's a mistake. There's nothing enjoyable about that. That's not how to romanticize your life. When you think about it, there's a lot of benefits to slowing down. Mental, emotional, physical. When you slow down, you don't have anxiety. That's for your mental health, emotional health. When you slow down with yourself, you're able to really know what you're feeling. And when we're always in a constant state of going, rushing, we don't really take time to look inside and say what's going on with ourselves. And then we wonder why we're exploding here and we're having fits of anger here, or we're just not in a happy mood and we're just not enjoying the moments of life. Is because we're always in a rush. We're never taking time to slow down and breathe. The next way to romanticize your life and enjoy it more is to have non-adulting, non-responsible hobbies and activities in your life. And what I mean by this is really just having really enjoyable, soul-filling things that you can add to your life, because a lot of us have all these have-tos, like I talked about earlier, things that I have to do. You have to go to work because you want to pay the bills, you have to get the kids, you got to go to school, you got to write a paper, you got to do laundry, you got to cook. The list goes on, and life is too serious sometimes. Like, life just gets way too serious. When we're adulting, you're doing a great job adulting. You need to have something outside of all of that you enjoy, that you look forward to, especially things that really help you release your creativity, your ideas, really just help you enjoy life more. The more I do things that really fill up my soul, things that I enjoy, things that are just hobbies that are outside of my responsibility, the more and more I feel myself being lighter and happier. And I realize that we're created to do this. We are given talents and creative ideas and just all these different skills to us that are just so amazing. They're not meant to be set aside just because we're working all the time, we're doing X, Y, and Z all the time. Find time and activities in your life that you can add, just something small that you just enjoy, you look forward to, that really just helps you, first of all, relax so you're not in a rush all the time, and also just enjoy life. There's so many different activities out there. One of my favorites is coloring. I love to color, and I do this especially on the days that I feel like life was just too serious today. Work was too serious. Everyone was too serious. Life was just doing its job, and I just needed to step back for a second. I just take my markers, I take my coloring book, and I start coloring. I like to go on walks at the beach. I like to be at the beach and swim. I also like to listen to audiobooks. Take me out of this world. I love to cook for other people. I don't necessarily like to cook for myself, but when I'm cooking for someone else, I just love bringing joy to their life, love to mixing flavors and adding new recipes and trying new things. I love that. And this is something that just fills me up. This is outside of my obligation. So what is that for you? What is that thing that will add joy back into your life? That's what romanticizing life is about. Looking at little slivers of time in your day and adding that little enjoyable moment. Maybe for you, it's watching movies or a show. Lately, I've been loving watching The Good Wife. I've watched it before and I'm watching it again. The show is so good. I usually come home, I set my timer for 45 minutes. I relax. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. And I just enjoy that. I enjoy the show. I enjoy life. I relax. Or sometimes I just do nothing. And sometimes I go out and water my plants, weed a little bit, just to get out of life. And this has really been helping me, not only with my mental health, but also with just looking at life and seeing the fullness of it. And if you want to romanticize your life, I promise you these are very simple steps, but they can really, really help you. I know I said 3, but I have a bonus tip, and that is recognize the abundance in your life and be grateful. Romanticizing your life is not about frolicking across a field of roses and life is pink and it's great in color. Like, I think for me at least, I thought about that. I thought these people are just like living in a movie. When I started to just pause and look around in my life and see all of the abundance and start being grateful for that. I look at the life I have, I look at the marriage I have, the friends I have, the job I have. I look at all those things and I see how much abundance that is for me. And I look where I used to be and I see how much I've grown. I look at the struggle I had with mental health, with my physical health, emotional health, and I see how far I've come. Those are abundance, and I'm grateful, and I thank God for those things, and that adds joy. It's very hard for us to be grateful and then not like our life at the same time. It's just very hard, because when you're grateful, when you look at the abundance, you're filled with joy, and you see your life in a different light. I'm not saying be fake about it. I'm genuinely saying look at your life. What is it that you have that is so amazing? What do you love about your life? Even something very small. One of the things I love about my life, love, is the fact that it's humid where I live. And I know it's hot and it's bothersome, and when I walk outside, my clothes stick to my body. I love the humidity. I love it so much. I take the humidity any day compared to the cold of Alaska that I used to live in. Love the fact that I get to live in a place that I enjoy. I love the fact that I get to do this. I have the opportunity to sit down here and talk to you. Those are the things that are adding to my life. It doesn't have to be material things. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be cars and shoes. It could be people. It could be ideas. It could just be your own creativity. Whatever it is, look for abundance and be grateful for it. Thank God for it. And that will definitely romanticize your life, my friend. I hope that you found so much value in this. If you have any ideas you want to share with the community of how you romanticize your life, please go ahead and share it down below in the comments. And make sure you like this video, subscribe to our lovely growing community, and I'll see you in the next one, my friend. Bye.